Hey, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ben and I have another monthly income report for you. I also have an update to share with you about my reviews only advertising strategy, and I will show you the results from the first full month. There's been a lot of new subscribers to the channel in the last few weeks, which is nice to see. In my last video, there were a lot of prizes scattered throughout the video, and I will pick the winners of these prizes by the end of the week. I will reveal the winners over in my Facebook group, KDP Secrets. If you haven't seen the video, you still have a little time to enter the draw. Okay, before we get into the income report video, I would just like to state that I do not work full-time on Amazon KDP. I have a full-time job, which I have had for the last 8 years, and I publish on Amazon KDP when I have spare time. And as I mentioned in my 100 Amazon KDP tips video, try not to compare yourself to other people, and I am more than happy with my results for the amount of spare time I have. The intention of these videos is not to show off, but to show what is possible, especially if you have a job outside of Amazon KDP, which I'm assuming the majority of you will. I also think it's important that I'm transparent with you about what I earn, because you can see for yourself that the tips I'm sharing with you actually bring results. I won't recommend something that I haven't tried myself. Okay, here we go. My sales were fairly consistent again this month. I did publish around 4 or 5 new books, and it felt really good to get back into designing after a long break. So I will definitely be publishing a lot more in October. Most of my royalties came from the US, closely followed by the UK. My top 10 best-selling books contributed to 58% of my total royalties, and they were a mixture of activity books, logbooks, and journals. As you can see from the graph, I had a big bulk order on one of my books on the 25th. And it's always nice when that happens. My hardcover sales brought me in 14% of my total royalties, which again backs up my point that you should always create a hardcover version of your paperbacks where it makes sense. Moving on to my expenses and profit. I use BookBolt for designing my covers, and I always have. I've marked this as $0 as I bought a lifetime membership when I first started. I also marked Helium 10 as $0 because I cancelled my subscription throughout the summer. I do think it is pricey to have all year round, but I do think it becomes more valuable during Q4. This is because I tend to spend a lot more on ads for Q4, and Helium 10 will give me the search terms that my competitors are ranking for. So I will definitely be renewing it for October. I pay $27 a month for Adobe Illustrator, which is used for my A+ content and also editing elements and graphics. I use Creative Fabrica for my fonts, graphics, and elements, and I recently got a good deal, which was $59 for the whole year. My biggest expense was Amazon advertising. However, it was $600 less this month compared to August. This is due to optimizing the ads and removing poor performing books, search terms, and products. So if I take away my expenses from my royalties, I am left with $3,060, and that is $419 more than what I got in August. So that's pretty good. Now for a little update on my ad strategies. This reviews only strategy came to me when I was testing out my other random book strategy. The random book strategy is where you add books that are not related to one another into the same automatic campaign. I then decided to test out another approach where I would still add random books to the same auto campaign, but only books that had 4 or 5-star reviews. My hope was that customers would be more likely to buy books that had good reviews over books that had none at all. So after a full month using the reviews only strategy, here are my results. My ACOS was 18% for the month, which is pretty good. You can see that some of my books got a very nice ACOS. I will try my best to optimize this strategy a bit more, and hopefully I can get the ACoS down even further, because it does take a while to really fine tune an ad. As you can see from my older random ad strategy, my ACoS was 11% for September, and that is simply because I've had more weeks to optimize it properly. I will tag the random ad strategy video in the top right now. If you haven't tried it, I think it's worth giving a shot. And that is all from me. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Take care.